y'all, welcome back. And guess who's back? Now, I'd love to play the song, but YouTube is tripping on copyright, so there is no songs. But unfortunately, she's not back for a happily ever after. She's in here for a paint job. And if I had the money like that, if I was just balling, I'd probably bought it back from him. He rolled up the other day on it to drop it off for paint, and I was just like, man, I missed that bike. But yeah, adding the front fender, as you can see, and everything's going white. The color is called Snow White. It's just pure white, and then I'm adding flakes in it, 0.004 flakes again, and so yeah, we're gonna just flake it out real good, and gonna put red Harley Davidson on the side, the actual wording Harley Davidson, and then gonna put my logo on the front fender. As you see, he's adding a front fender to it. He likes that look better, and of course, it does look really good. I didn't really care for this style of fender with the look I had going. I was thinking about adding one of those the swoopy looking ones, but it actually looks good. It tucks the wheel up in there, and it's a good look for it. So he wants to chrome everything out also, and I have another softail here that wants to black everything out. And so I'm going to swap what I can get to swap, but it looks like a lot of it's not compatible because the other Harley has a 200 back tire on it, so the fender struts are too wide and stuff like that. So yeah, let's get started on the teardown. Exactly like when I did the Sportster. This paint's perfect. There's no dents, scratches, chips, none of that. And so I'm gonna just use gray Scotch-Brite and Comet, give it a good scuff, rough up the clear coat, and then I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna base everything gray to make sure that all the top coats match, because all the base coats match, because it can change the top coat if I'm putting white over green versus putting white over gray. So I'm gonna put a gray base coat. What I have left, I'm going to just reduce it. What I have left from doing that Yamaha XS 850 I just finished, I'm going to put that gray on all three of these pieces to make sure that they're based the exact same before the white goes on. just like that, it's all done. Some of you may have noticed how I had a problem with the stencils, and the problem was my silhouette, the blade went dull on it. And so, kind of like crumbling up a piece of paper, you never get it flat again. Well, the blade went dull, so the stencils kept getting like crumbled up. And trying to cut it, it was actually like dragging the lines. And so I thought I could still use them, and I sprayed it. And then I messaged the guy, and I was like, hey man, it didn't really come out quite how I wanted. I'm gonna repaint it. Just give me another couple days, and I'm gonna redo the tank and the front fender. And he was like, hell no, that looks really good. I actually like it like that. It has like a shading or a fade in, you know, instead of just hard lines. So he actually likes it. And, you know, it kind of looks like it was done on purpose. But at first I was upset about it. And I was like, man, I got to repaint this thing. But he loves it, and that's really all that matters. I wouldn't have gone with a white bike, personally. To me, that's just as bad as a black bike. It's pretty boring, you know. I like vibrant colors. I like something that's going to catch my attention from a long distance out. This thing's like staring into an LED, man. It is just bright in the sunlight. But that's what he wanted. He wanted a white bike with lots of chrome, and, you know, he's going to be replacing the little things, easy accessories as he goes. So my job here is done. But let's see how he likes it in person. But so far, from the little bit of pictures he's seen, he loves it. And so he hasn't seen it assembled yet. So I'm about to call him, have him come get it.